In this video, I'll show you a very easy tips on how to successfully reduce MOQ from any Chinese supplier on 1688 Chinese shopping app without any stress. So let's begin. But before we dive into the tutorial, as you know me, my name is MOQ. I'm an importer and a procurement coach. If you want me to procure link on 1688, Taoba or Pinduoduo or Idlefish, or you want me to pay a Chinese supplier, or you want me to coach you step by step on how to can be a procurement agent, consider to contact me on WhatsApp with the number in the description of this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more importation business tutorial like this. So with that being said, so let's dive into the tutorial and see step by step on how to successfully reduce any MOQ from any Chinese supplier on 1688 Chinese shopping app. So let's begin.
Welcome back, friends. So like these items right here, I need just one pieces of this item, and you can see the MOQ here is between 2 to 99 pieces as the minimum you can buy from this supplier. Now before we can buy below MOQ from an item like this, the first thing we need to do is to add the item to cart. So let's head over to how we can add an item to cart. So for you to add an item to cart, just make sure you click on here. Then it's going to load up this page. So next thing we want to do is to make sure you select your color. So I'm going to buy this color, just one pieces. I'm going to select on that. Having selected the color, you have to come here and select size. So I need size 39 to 40, just one pieces. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is to make sure I click on here to add just one to cart. After you have successfully select the item, next thing you want to do is to click on here to add the item to cart. So having added the item to cart, next thing you want to do is to go to the checkout. So for us to go to checkout, we have to click on here. So you can see from the checkout right here, you can see the indication right here that this item here means you cannot buy just one quantity. Now for us to buy this item as a one quantity, we need to make sure we contact the supplier in this case. So I'm going to make sure I screenshot this page. Then I'll make sure I crop out. For me to contact the seller, I have to click on the item link. Then for us to contact the seller, we have to click on here. So it's going to take you to the supplier chat box. So before we can contact them, before we can chat with the supplier, we need to head over to our Google Translate. So if you don't have Google Translate on your phone, you just have to go to your Google Play Store and download a Google Translate. It's a free app that allows you to type in English and convert to whatever language of your choice. So I'm going to click on here to open my Translate. Then I'll make sure I set this to be English, while this one is going to be in Chinese. So I will now start to type. So I will say, hello, please, I need these items of 1 pieces. 1 pieces, size 39 to 40, pink color. Okay, so once I type, then I'll make sure I click on here to copy the type. Then I'll go back to the chat box right here. I'll click and hold down. I'll paste and send. So having sent the message, I'll make sure I also upload the screenshots of the item that has been added to cart. So for me to upload the picture of the item that has been added to cart, I have to click on this plus sign right here. Then I'll have to make sure I click on here. Then I will select the picture from my album. Then I'll click on here to then accept. So you can see the response from the supplier right here. Hello, this color. And I will just say yes. And I'll go back to my type right here. I will say yes. Please modify so I can make payment. So modify the MOQ so I can make payments. Then I will make sure I click on here to copy the text, and I'll go back to my 1688. I'll click and hold down, I'll paste and send. So you can see the supplier response. So let's translate and hear what they have to say. So I'll head over to my WeChat right here. I'll make sure I use my WeChat for quick translation. I think the picture was not sent. So I will have to make sure I resend the picture. The first one I sent earlier was not delivered, so you can see right here. So I will have to make sure I resend the picture right here. I'll make sure I click on here, and then I'll make sure I click on here to select the picture. So I have the picture here. I'll make sure I send.